Hi, welcome to the Theme Park Trader podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hello.
This week, I was never sure what you're going to say now. Hello there.
Just come back to the usual.
Yeah. This week, we're celebrating Christmas by rating 2019's Halloween Horror Night houses.
Well, I mean, it's only around the corner, Ryan. Next year's
2020 Halloween is coming
exactly.
up very quickly.
Disney are going to be starting the not so scary parties in May probably this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is just the first chance that we've had to properly talk about it.
Yeah.
And we do have a special Christmas episode coming out on Christmas Day, which I'm sure all of you will be listening to on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Just leave your families, go listen to our podcast.
I say, don't worry about Paul McCartney or The Darkness or
I was going to say,
Mariah Carey.
What does Paul McCartney have to do with anything?
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time is a great Christmas song.
I'm trying to think of it. Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
No one's going to be listening to any of them. They'll be like, oh, let's open the Christmas presents and listen to the special Christmas edition of Theme Park Trader.
There you go.
Lovely. Or, even better, sack off the Queen's speech, because that's always boring as hell.
Does anyone watch that?
But people do, but why? It's an old,
I don't know.
It's an old woman just rabbiting on about nonsense that she doesn't understand because she doesn't live in a proper society.
I don't remember the last time I ever watched it.
I understand that poverty is an issue in Britain, as she says, on a gold chair. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? But anyway, yes, we thought it'd be a good idea to rate this year's Halloween Horror Nights houses in Orlando. And I know I'm going to get some stick for this because people disagree with me on Twitter when I shared my list. But the list might have changed since then because I couldn't find it. So I'm just gonna wing it based on what I remember.
Yeah. So it might change within the episode as well as you remember each house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's actually better. Yeah, you change.
So sit back, relax. Yeah, that's right.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. And enjoy the podcast.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
It's got to that point in the year now where
Basically done.
it's done.
You've checked out, haven't you?
I drank a lot on Friday night.
You're at that age where you're still feeling it now.
I'm all right actually.
Several days later.
I'm all right. Like yesterday, I was like with diabetes. Like when you have a hypo, it feels terrible.
Right.
But when I'm hungover, it feels not as bad, but like some of the same symptoms. So I'm like checking my bloods constantly to make sure that I'm not hypoing.
Yeah.
But it's just because I'm hungover. But yeah, and then I had to get up at 8 o'clock yesterday morning. So I got in at 2:30, 3.
Right.
On Friday night, got up at 8 o'clock Saturday morning because we had a baby scan at 10 to 9.
Yeah.
And
Bright and early as
bright
you were
and
sort
early.
of hanging.
I was okay. To be fair, I was okay. I drank a lot, but not. I was quite behaved because I wanted to be with it for the scan.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who has commented on my Twitter status. Where I shared the picture and the baby grow and something else that we bought. I can't remember what. But there was a lot of comments, like an insane amount of comments. Which was lovely. It wasn't just people liking the statuses, which is also obviously lovely. I think 82 likes and 37 comments.
Nice.
Which is really nice.
For little Minnie or Mickey Ogilvy.
No way. No.
Donald or Daisy?
Yeah, Daisy. Daisy, obviously the character that I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really, really nice.
Mulan and Mushu?
Mulan and Mushu. What was scary, actually, is obviously the first priority was making sure the baby seemed to be okay.
Yeah.
It was sucking its thumb in the photo. And I said, oh, I do that. and then I was like, oh, no, not now, because that'd be weird. And she was like, all right.
Sure. Okay.
Because what I meant was, I used to do that.
Yeah.
So that's quite cute.
But you missed out the used to.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
I do that.
So that went.
You just like sat there sucking your own thumb.
Yeah, I'll do it. My life's basically a sitcom. But yeah, so that was good, and obviously, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just going to check if there's more than one."
And you're just sweating profusely.
At that point, I'm like,
oh god.
which would have been, I wouldn't have hated it.
No, you would have just crapped yourself.
I would have just gone. You would have just heard this. As I've pooed my pants. But it was amazing, actually, seeing it move. You don't expect it to be. I didn't expect to see the whole, to be able to see a head and body and stuff at this point.
Yeah.
Because you still don't. I mean, Donna's not really got a bump yet.
Yeah, I was quite surprised as well when I saw the scan picture. It's like,
it's quite fully formed.
Yeah.
And we saw all 4 chambers of its heart pumping as well.
Right. Okay.
And to see the hands at this point is insane. With only 13 weeks.
Right. Okay.
So I know it's not theme park related, but it's important to me, and it's our show. So screw you if you don't care. But yeah, let's get into Halloween Horror Nights and enjoy the sound of this podcast while you still can, because in 6 months' time there may be a crying baby in the background. But the podcast is not stopping. We will be carrying it on. Don't worry. Or worry, because you're going to have to listen to it every week still. So
Ryan's just going to be half asleep every time, every Sunday.
So the 10 houses this year, I'm going to try and get through them quickly, were House of 1,000 Corpses, Us, Nightingale's Blood Pit, Depths of Fear, Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Yeti, Terror of the Yukon, Universal Monsters, and Graveyard Games.
Right, okay.
So those are the 10 houses.
Yep.
And the point of today's show is just going through each one and ranking them. And obviously this is going off of my memory from almost 2 months ago now. But I still think...
Could be way off.
I still think I've got a pretty good handle of which ones were the best, and in my opinion, obviously.
Right, yeah.
There's a lot of Halloween Horror Nights aficionados who completely disagree with my list.
Yeah, I mean that's the
But
thing.
it's my list.
It's like Star Wars films, isn't it?
Oh, it's like I'm talking about that.
Everyone's got a different ranking because they all like it different things, don't they?
Yeah. Incidentally, Rise of Skywalker is currently my number 2 favourite Star Wars film.
Bold statement, right?
And it's ahead of Empire Strikes Back. So screw you, Star Wars fans. Which I am also one. And there's a prequel that's in number 1.
Prequel. Oh, okay, yeah.
So, if a 40-year-old Star Wars fan's already not cross, they
He's
are
just
now.
had a heart attack.
So my number 1 actually is going to be Graveyard Games.
Right, okay.
And the real reason that's number 1 is because it's the one that scared me the most.
Right.
I know last year, the house that scared us the most was not anywhere near the list.
No, because it scared us the most.
Yeah. But this one was done really, really well.
Right.
It's an original house,
mm-hmm.
and it's kind of centered around a womanly ghost figure and a graveyard, obviously, and a load of teenagers.
Some games.
And some games. a load of teenagers.
Bit of Scrabble.
See if I can find the actual graveyard and gum halls. The actual description. Yes, these guys put it up quite well. It's both a trick or treat for anyone who emphasises the Halloween and Halloween Horror Nights. This maze is the definition of classically spooky. Misty cemeteries, restless ghosts, statues come to life, creepy kids. it was scary, and it really started. I think I remember queuing for it. It shows like a Facebook stream of people in the graveyard,
Right.
who are like posting on Facebook saying things are going wrong, and you hear like audio, like clips and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It was quite well done.
It's sort of setting the scene before you even got in.
Yeah, and it made me scared before I even walked into the house.
Yeah.
And it's all like set outside, so you're in. It feels like you're walking through the graveyard.
Okay.
And there's like this womanly ghostly figure that crops up several times and is scary as hell to look at. It's just I thought the design was excellent. I thought the ghost was very well done, and it scared the bejesus out of me. I only did it once because we did it on our second time.
Right. Okay.
And we didn't. It was one of the houses we didn't get. One of two houses that we didn't get to on our first trip to Halloween Horror Nights. But I wish I'd done it the first time because
you would have gone back to it.
I would have gone
again.
back to it because it was easily my favourite.
Right.
So yeah, I think just the story and the ghosts, just really well done. Really, really well done.
Because I was trying to think back to like when we went last year. I don't think they had like ghostly ones, did they?
No, I don't think so. So that's my number one. I know I probably should be going 10 to 1, not 1 to 10. But I'm going to go 1 to 10.
Because we've already started now.
Yeah,
we can't
it's
go
too
back.
late. It's too late. And also, people will get more annoyed as the episode goes on, as some of their favourites make its way into the late hot spots. Or I put terrible ones at the front. My number 2 was actually Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Right, okay.
This was not a scary house.
I can imagine so. Based on the, what do they call them? Scare zones from last year.
Yeah. It's very similar to the kind of funny / very limited scares that we had last year in the scare zone.
Yeah.
But I just had so much fun in this house. It was going to be my number 1 had it not been for Graveyard Games.
Okay.
And I know a lot of the diehard Halloween Horror Nights fans are like, it's not scary, so why should it be in there?
Yeah.
But I watched the movie this year, and it's not a great movie. It's dated poorly.
I can imagine, yeah.
But the house is replicated the movie perfectly. It was just so much fun to walk around. Also, they had, thanks to Patrick from Universal, when we had a media event.
Oh yeah.
I knew there were buttons.
Oh
that
yeah,
could be
you
pressed.
could interact and things like that. Yeah.
I didn't spot it, and I didn't spot it the first time round.
Right.
And then the second time round, I remembered, and I saw a button, and I was like, oh.
Just press that.
I pressed it, and then heard Donna go, ah! and she got soaked with water.
Oh, really?
So that was worth it. That was worth it. So thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, because they said it was going to pull tricks on like other people, wasn't it? That sort of thing.
So that's what happened.
I see.
But it was really, really well done. The costumes were fantastic. The only time I got scared was where one of the characters who was playing an act from the film jumped out as I was exiting the house.
Right, okay.
And I was like, "Does anyone want any ice cream?" And I was like, "Oh!"
I guess that's kind of like with Stranger Things, where some of the scares come from the actors just bursting out and doing a line.
Yeah.
You're not expecting it. So was this one, did they just had lots of people in the clown costumes jumping out at you, that sort of thing?
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
There was one room where they had a mix of actors and just clown costumes.
Okay.
So you couldn't, because the costumes are quite stupid looking anyway, you couldn't tell which ones were actors and which ones were costumes.
When you say costumes?
They were like just like statues kind of thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you're walking through these like candy floss things which have people in them.
Yeah.
Which is it's a weird part of the film. Basically, the way they kill people is they put them into like a candy floss cocoon, and then they put a straw in and suck out the innards.
As you do.
I don't know why. But yeah, that room was quite good, and I got jumped a couple of times, but I wasn't scared.
Yeah, it was just jumps.
I laughed afterwards because it's funny, but I just thought in terms of comparing it to the film and having fun, which I think you should be doing at Halloween Horror Nights. Mm-hmm. Killer Clowns deserves to be easily in the top 3.
Yeah, because I think it feels like you need a little bit of a mix, don't you? You need some light-hearted ones.
Yeah, I think so.
And some like more serious scares, like say Graveyard Games.
Yeah, definitely. So just thinking what goes into my number 3 for me. it's probably going to be Us.
Right. Okay.
And again, I know Halloween Horror Nights fans are going to be annoyed at me, but I thought Us was absolutely fantastic. Again, I've seen Don and I watched the film a few weeks before we went out there, and some of the scenes from the movie they did really well, and I got scared in this one quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was done very well. They had like a mirror scene where someone would jump out at you. The fact that they're armed with scissors is quite scary anyway.
Mm.
But they replicated the scenes from the movie really, really well. And I think we only did this house once on the first time we were there. But we wanted to do it again. I can't remember why we didn't. But both of us really enjoyed this house.
Did they use like... I feel like last year they had a trick where it would look like a mirror and then somebody would jump out of it. Did they use similar tricks there?
I think they did right at the start, because right at the start of the movie, there's a house of mirrors.
Right. Okay.
So I think
I've not seen the film, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good film actually. It's not scary, but it's a good thriller. Like it's got scary moments, but it's not crazy scary.
Yeah.
I think it's worth watching. It is good, and obviously Jordan Peele is.
Oh, is it a Jordan Peele one?
Jordan Peele,
right,
yeah,
okay.
he's pretty good. So yeah, it's worth a watch. But yeah, I just think again compared to the film, they replicated it really, really well, and we had a lot of fun going into that house. And the music they replicated from the movie in the house as well.
Right,
and it's quite intense music, so I think they turned the music up super loud. There's super loud high bass, and that really like upped the scare factor as well.
Yeah.
And I think, and you know, people coming at you with scissors is quite scary, even when you know that they're fake.
Yeah. As you would expect.
I will say just something before I get into number 4, that a lot of people were complaining about I don't know what they're called, the team members in there like rushing people through houses.
Okay.
Didn't experience that.
No.
Didn't experience that once. And you know, I wasn't there stopping at every point to look at things. I did slightly in Killer Clowns the second time round.
Okay.
Just because it was my favourite house. But I know a lot of people stop and really try and take the houses in.
Yeah.
But for me, they're not really there to be experienced that way unless you have like a tour.
Yeah, I think that's fair, isn't it? Like if you're going on a tour, you kind of expect to stop a little bit. If you're not, then you know they've got to keep it flowing and everything like that. You can't just stand around.
No, but I never saw people being rushed through. I saw someone high five a scare actor.
Okay.
Because they clearly knew each other.
Right. Okay.
So that was a bit odd. That was in the Universal Monsters house. And she literally was like, "Oh, how you doing?" And just like high fived her.
And then she just was like, "Ah!"
But we were the only, at that point, for some reason, we were the only like 3 people in the house.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
We were by ourselves for most of it, but we caught up with her because she had crutches, I think.
Right.
So eventually we caught up with her and saw that. So I think they let her go through and. But yeah, we caught up because we walk at quite pace. It was like
literally sprinting through the house. Did you see any? Because I know this was not last year, the year before, maybe when we watched some stuff from Universal After Dark. I think it was when Craig and Nick went out there, and they were like they were talking about scenes where there were people in the queue and then they would get pulled out. Because we never saw any of that last year.
No, I don't recall seeing that this year either.
Right. Because that's what would really give a scare, wouldn't it? If somebody is like standing in front of you in the queue suddenly is grabbed by a scare actor, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Just like.
Well, I did see someone, but I don't think she was walking through with us.
Right.
Someone who was just kind of like there. Somebody got taken and like stabbed in the neck.
Okay.
But she wasn't necessarily like front or behind. I think she was. I was looking one way and then turned around and that happened.
Yeah.
So I don't think that actually she was in the queue. I will say that this year was nowhere near as scary as last year, across the board.
Okay.
But they did do where I get scared the most, and it is what Patrick was talking about when we went to the media event, was where they distract you on one side, and then another scare actor comes in from nowhere.
Okay, and then when you turn around...
And when you turn around, they're there.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily like there with a chainsaw or anything, but it's just like they're just there.
Yeah.
So I'd say number 4 for me is Universal Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So each room has a different universal monster. So you've got Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, and I think the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Phantom of the Opera, and Creature from the Black Lagoon are also in there.
Oh wow! So quite a mix.
Quite a mix, and the set design is very good. I think Notre Dame was probably my favourite bit because you had like these, like almost the top of the rafters where all like the bells and stuff are.
Yeah.
And you'd be weaving in and out. And
like beams and stuff like that.
Yeah, beams and like basically I think you'd be like in the bell tower, and you'd have to be weaving in and out stuff, and the monster would come out almost out of nowhere every single time.
Right. Okay.
And it looked like, and I don't know if this is the case, it looked like you could go around multiple ways. And I think they were doing clever things with mirrors again.
Right. Okay.
So that bit of the house really threw me off.
It made it look quite big.
It made it look massive.
But it was actually probably just like a single pathway through.
Possibly, yeah.
And they were just, and I guess when they're using like mirrors, they can be hiding behind them.
Yeah.
And then suddenly come around.
Yeah. So that was, I think that might have been a mix of Hunchback and Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
Those two rooms, I think, were kind of combined. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. But it was a good house. Like the first time I went through it, there was a lot of talk about it, saying how good it was. And I came out and I was like, yeah, it was good, but it was okay.
Yeah.
The second time we went through it, when it was just Donna and I, there was no one behind us, and just one person that like I said was in front, but quite way in front.
Okay.
So we got hit by every scare.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing, isn't it? It can vary.
Sorry about the seagulls, by the way.
Your experience of a house can vary by how much, by whether you get caught by things or not.
Yes.
Isn't it really? Because sometimes you can just be in between all the scares and you don't get anything basically.
No.
Which I'm sure happened to us a couple of times.
It happened a lot to me this year, and I think it was very busy this year. And when you're going in a line, it's literally a constant line for most of the houses. It just, like when we went into Universal Monsters, even though it was our second time and we were by ourselves, I was terrified.
Yeah, I think it definitely feels more intense if you're on your own, doesn't it? Just like, yeah.
I was really scared because I knew that I'd be getting hit by every single scare in that house. So I think that's the reason why that was probably high on my list as well. But I think they did the monsters really, really well, and it was a really fun house. But also it did have a couple of good scares. So that's probably I think number 4, was it?
Yes, yeah.
So I think probably moving into another IP house now in Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
Now people are already going to be annoyed that Ghostbusters isn't in my top 5. But Stranger Things, the first... So this is based on Season 2 and a little bit of Season 3.
Yeah.
The set design was fantastic. The first time I went through the house, I would have probably put it at 7 or 8 in my list.
It was near the bottom?
Yeah, it was nowhere near as good as last year's.
Oh, okay.
But the second time we went through...
In terms of content or...
Yeah.
Right. It was the set quality, because I remember the set quality of last year's one was really good.
Yeah,
like you just felt like you're in the film.
Set quality was still fantastic. I think it was more the scares.
Okay.
But the second time we went through, we had a really good walkthrough, and the house, for some reason, the house felt a lot longer.
Oh, okay.
It was definitely from at least the feeling. I don't know. I didn't. I love Halloween Horror Nights, but I haven't researched and looked at all the walkthrough times.
Right.
But it felt like one of the longest houses. And that's a really annoying car alarm. It was boiling in here this morning, so I opened the window, which seems like a mistake now. But we really enjoyed it the second time through, and I just appreciated it for what it was, which was like a cool recreation of one of my favourite shows.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, they have potential to give some scares. Obviously, you've got like the Demogorgons and the Demodogs and all that sort of stuff. Did the Demodogs look good? They
did. Everything looked really cool. The Mind Flayer, not so much.
What, at the end?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What makes you say that?
I don't know, it's just like a couple of arms just going and lots of loud noises and things.
Right, okay.
It was cool, but it wasn't the highlight of the house.
Okay.
Which, when we went to see the media event, suggested it would be.
I mean, I guess because it was like the biggest puppet they've ever done, wasn't it, I think?
But it was very obviously a puppet.
Right, okay.
But was...
Could you see the people operating it?
Yeah, Frank Oz was there going... but I did really enjoy the house, so that's why it makes it into my top 5.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of my favourite shows. The cast of that house were fantastic. Like, Some of them looked a bit ropey. Who is the woman in it who's with John?
With John?
Nancy.
Nancy, yeah.
She scared the hell out of me just because she came out from nowhere.
Right, okay.
But she looks exactly like Nancy, so I was like, huh!
Hello there.
Hello there! But no, she really did scare me. And it's a bit right at the start where 11 bursts out of the door. You're in the classroom.
Okay,
There's a Demogorgon that bursts in front of the board.
Yeah.
Then you go, oh, and then you hear another noise, and 11's comes through and uses her force powers.
Yeah.
And pushes the Demogorgon up against the chalkboard.
Oh, okay. Because that's the season 1
That's
scene,
that's the
isn't it?
only season 1 scene.
Right.
And then you start to go into Hawkins' lab and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So I did enjoy it, but yeah, as I said, the first time round I didn't. Then the second time it moved up the list.
Yeah. I don't know why they focused on season 2 and 3. I don't know why they didn't just do season 2.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But
I mean, I can understand, I completely understand. They're not going to do it every year.
It's not going to be back this year.
Yeah, I don't think it will be back this year.
Maybe next year when they can do season 3 and 4.
Right. Although they've already done season 3, haven't they?
Yeah, but
So,
not
I don't
a
know.
great deal of it.
Right.
I would say. But it was. Actually, no. Maybe they did do more than I thought, because they've got not Steve, who's the bad guy? Billy. He's in it, going a bit mental a couple of times.
Okay.
And that was quite scary.
Intense.
Yeah. So I'd say the next house on my list is Ghostbusters.
So is that number
6?
Yeah.
But after here, the houses all get a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all still good, but they're not incredible.
Right. Okay.
Ghostbusters was really cool. It was basically, and I know this is the number 1 of a lot of people.
Really. So that surprises me because it doesn't strike me as one that will have a lot of scares.
It doesn't, but they recreated stuff very well.
Right. Okay.
I love. I should say that's a bit strong. I like Ghostbusters, but I wasn't born or grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's not a film that has a great deal of nostalgia for me, because I watched it when I was 10 or whatever. In the 90s.
Well,
maybe even the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the same nostalgia that I know it does for a lot of the 35, 40 plus bloggers.
Yeah, that kind of grew up with it.
That grew up with it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a cool house. I thought the effects were really good, but it wasn't scary. It was cool. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was an average projection.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they projection mapped onto it. That's what Patrick said, I think,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
nothing more than that.
Yeah.
But the cast, again, were very well cast. There was a guy that they cast who looked exactly like... I'm really bad with names this morning. The guy with the glasses, Rick Moranis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was exactly...
Maybe it was him.
Maybe
I don't know what else he's doing, yeah.
Looked exactly like him. And the glasses were askew as well. He had the hair, and he was like, oh... But there were some really good effects. So they did scenes very, very well.
Yeah.
But it wasn't particularly scary. And I didn't expect it to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected it to be a scary one because the films aren't particularly scary.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
And the only reason it places higher than the next one on my list is because I do like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And I think it was very well done.
Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
Yes, I think it looks pants.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it looked quite good.
It's
got potential.
It looks like Stranger Things.
I guess they didn't really give much away.
No, and I'm hoping that the old cast is in it.
Well, I looked on IMDb and they've got all the cast listed.
Okay.
So, but I don't know if that's confirmed or if it's just speculative.
I hope it's not just cameos. I hope what happens is
it's just a picture.
Yeah.
Just like,
I hope that what happens
just spat at you.
Yeah, that's right. I hope that what happens is the kids discover the car.
Yeah. Which they
and things start going wrong, and then the original Ghostbusters come back and fix it.
Yeah. As opposed to like the kids taking over, because
kids are just dicking about in a car, aren't they?
Whenever it was 2018 or whatever, when they had the all female cast, and then now they've gone to like an all kids cast. Maybe
that's not what people want.
That'd be a bit of a slap in the face, wouldn't it?
It looked like Stranger Things does Ghostbusters.
Right. I think it's got more potential than the remake that they did a few years ago.
But I mean,
female one, but
I mean, A Wooden Door has got more potential than the one that they made a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you know they're going wrong when they've cast Melissa McCarthy in the leading role.
In anything, to be
In
fair.
anything.
In anything.
You know they're going wrong. Especially with Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think I'm optimistic for this one. I guess that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I wasn't a great fan of the trailer, but I could see that they were trying to keep things a little bit under wraps. And I could see that there's potential there, but it didn't. But this is my thing. I'm not that invested in Ghostbusters.
No. I mean, I'm not either. I saw the trailer and I thought it's got promise.
Yeah,
I think.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, I hope it's because I think obviously the kind of the original films were good, so hopefully they can kind of give a nod to that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think the first one's good. The second one is not as good as you might remember.
Right. Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen either of them. To be fair. So.
Yeah. Ghostbusters was a fun house. The next one on my list is Yeti Terror of the Yukon.
Okay.
And it was a scary house, but the set design here was fantastic.
I thought you were going to say poor there.
No, you really felt like you were walking through like a wooden like lodge in the snow.
Yeah, because I remember seeing some of the pictures when we went to the media event for it.
It was still being built, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was still being built, but you could see that they were building like an old like ski lodge sort of thing going on.
Yeah.
Did they have? Was there a lot of inside-outside stuff, or was it mostly inside?
Yeah, so they had some ice tunnels. I think you start outside. It's snowing.
Okay.
It's quite cold, which is very good, especially because both nights we were there, it was boiling, especially with all the people. So we went in and we were like, oh.
You did this one about 5 times.
Yes, it was cold. Then you go into the log cabin. You can see like stuff has gone wrong.
Yeah.
And the Yetis are. Yeah, I wouldn't say the Yetis are particularly scary, but the jump scares are very well done.
Okay.
I just had a lot of fun in this one. I think it was really well done. As I said, the sets were great. You just couldn't tell you were in a soundstage. And I think, again, original house done very, very well.
But only 7, Ryan. Only number 7.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, ask me tomorrow and it would probably go above Ghostbusters.
Right. Okay.
So, and possibly even something else. But yeah, I had a lot of fun in this one. And to be fair, there's no house that I hated. I didn't think that the event was bad by any means. I thought Halloween Horror Nights is amazing, and I had so much fun both times. And we're very likely to be going back in September.
Yeah.
To go and experience it again for the 30th anniversary. I know, with a baby as well. Well, I wouldn't have taken the baby.
I don't think you can take the baby, right?
No.
I mean, although
I've got a baby.
The age,
I've got a baby. Don't scare me.
I mean, the age limit that I think it's just advisory, isn't it?
Yeah.
But so because you see people bringing kids around in pushchairs and stuff like that, and you're kind of like, that's probably a little bit irresponsible.
Don't need to take a pushchair. I just have one of the
strapped to your chest.
Strapped to the chest. It's fine.
It's just like, don't scare me, you're scaring a child.
Yeah, I love that though. So yeah, obviously we're thinking about doing a long weekend just to do Halloween Horror Nights, and I mean, I say just to do Halloween Horror Nights. I definitely want to squeeze in Rise of the Resistance. I know you're seeing it next year anyway.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't say no to seeing it again though.
Yeah, I want to do Rise of the Resistance and
Ratatouille.
So yeah, to be honest, if we do go over that weekend, I could foresee the only parks that's visiting would be Epcot and Hollywood.
Yeah, because there won't be anything new in Animal, will there? And obviously in Hollywood you've got Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh, you did it!
Smashed it. And there's various stuff opening in Epcot as well next year, isn't there?
Yes, there are.
Like little pieces.
You've got Ratatouille, the new French film, and the new Canadian film, all opening at.
It's not a new French film.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's just the Beauty and the Beast thing, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, although the actual film itself, they've done it in 4K now or something like that. I don't know how they.
How do you upgrade it?
Yeah, I don't know how you upgrade a film that looks like it was made in the 80s to 4K. I mean, how do you even update it to HD? I don't know.
I don't know.
Upscaling or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But you're right. There's a lot to do at Epcot that's new, and Hollywood. There will be 2 new things for me. In Mickey and Minnie and Rise of the Resistance.
3 new things?
What else?
Isn't there a new Mickey's
Oh, it's a
theatre.
cartoon short, isn't it?
Yeah. Where Path of the Jedi used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So I think Epcot and Hollywood will definitely be on our
And
list.
Space 220 restaurant.
Oh yeah. We'll have to check that
Granted,
out
Yeah.
because we won't be getting any kind of dining plan.
Yeah.
So, but I'd be up for checking that out. Maybe this earlier while we're there.
If we're stuck for places to eat.
Well, the thing is, there's no amazing, incredible places to eat at Hollywood.
No,
and you can just get the Skyliner from Hollywood to Epcot.
True.
So
Very true.
But I think we're thinking Thursday arrive, Tuesday night leave.
Okay.
So that would give us, obviously Thursday night we'd probably do Halloween Horror Nights.
Maybe I don't know what days they normally have them on, because they tend to have like a couple of days off. I think.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes
not
they
on-
do Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't they?
Yeah.
Rather
So I think
than Thursday.
Yeah, I can't remember. I did look like recently, but I can't remember what days they didn't have them on. But it's normally regular days. It would be like Monday they won't have it on or something like
Monday,
that.
Tuesdays I don't think they have them.
Right. Okay.
I can't remember if it is on a Thursday, we'll definitely have to go.
do a.
Well, because we're there for such a short amount of time.
Yeah, you've got to get
of
the most out of it.
And I think if not, if we get an early flight, we get there for 3. We'll just go to Disney Springs or Disney for a bit.
Yeah.
Get smashed at John Lindsay's.
Well, you will.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I reckon it's almost a like by day Disney, by night Universal, isn't it? Kind of thing.
Pretty much. Because I think you can get some of the rides done in Universal as well, can't you?
Yeah.
Some of them. Not all of them are open, but some of them are.
But yeah, certainly most of them. And then I think the Monday night we could have a Disney.
Yeah.
Do a show or something.
Born Stuntacular.
Oh yeah, that would be something.
That would be open.
To do. So I would imagine that Friday during the day would be at Hollywood or Epcot.
Yeah.
Saturday during the day would be at Hollywood or Epcot. Sunday during the day,
Hollywood or Epcot.
Hollywood Epcot. And then Monday during the day, Hollywood. To be fair, we'd probably end up buying a 4-part ticket. And certainly on that Monday, you could do anything that we wanted to do at Magic and Animal quite easily.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get quite a lot done in a long weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll be up and we'll be knackered.
Yeah, because I think because obviously we've been there many times, so we can. Because if you're going for a short weekend, you can pick and choose what you want to do. Whereas obviously, if you're going for the first time or if you haven't been for a few years, it's definitely worth going for a longer period of time to try and get everything in.
I would never ever recommend someone goes for a long weekend.
No.
But the reason we're thinking about doing it is A, Halloween Horror Nights is 30, and we want to check that out, and B, realistically, me getting away for much longer than a weekend with a what will be at the time
3-month-old.
3-month-old is not only
unfair on Donna,
but I will want to be around obviously as well. So yeah, that's kind of the main reason, and plus 2021 we're planning a bigger trip.
Yeah.
And I know you're currently part of that trip as well. So
I'm in the suitcase.
Well, you're going to be there for at least the first week, if not the first 2.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there for the actual 50th, hopefully, which we need to think about booking next April time.
Or is that soon, is it, I suppose?
Yeah.
It's all come round quickly, isn't it?
It's getting close, isn't it? It's all happening.
Where did we get to? Number 8?
Number 8. So we've got 3 more, right?
Yes.
Number 8 is probably going to be...
Just looking at all these ones you're going past.
Nightingale's Blood Pit.
Okay.
It's not... It was okay, and I remember Patrick saying it's the smelliest house that they've got that year because of all the blood.
Right. Okay. Did you think that?
The smell didn't put me off. There was nothing. I was like,
so she's like, I've smelled worse.
Yeah.
I've smelled stew.
I smell worse than this. There was some good scares in it. To be fair, it was quite a scary house.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think the whole setting and storytelling of the house was very good.
You didn't think it was the best?
No.
Yeah.
It was fun, but I guess I can't tell you this section was amazing or we had a really good time, and it just we came out and we were like, oh, that was alright.
Do other people rate this one more highly? Because I know the Nightingales is something they've done in the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think this house
Right.
is particularly reviewed amazingly well.
I wondered if it would have more of a almost like nostalgia element to it because they've had Nightingales in the past. And
Yeah, quite
whether
possibly.
people
Whereas
would rate it more
we'd
highly,
never seen any of the
Yeah,
Nightingale
yeah.
stuff, so it was, as I said earlier, none of the houses were terrible. I just didn't particularly.
Some were better than others.
Yeah.
Though.
Number 9 on my list is Depths of Fear. It was the very first house that we did this year.
Okay.
And it was where Slaughter Cinema was, which was the first house that we did last year, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It was,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
The fish monsters in it kind of looked like something from 1950s Doctor Who.
Okay, it's a little bit cheesy. Yeah.
The set design, I think, was among the best this year.
Right.
Really, really well done.
What overall?
Yeah. And props to the team on the design of this house was absolutely fantastic. But the monsters themselves looked a bit pants.
Okay.
There was a couple of good scenes where like someone was getting hung or electrocuted or something like that. That was pretty cool. But otherwise, yeah, it was just like Doctor Who.
Many scares. I was trying to see if that was a face, and it is a face.
It is a face, yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few scares, yeah. Like again, I enjoyed the house. I just think that the main monsters were a bit poorly designed.
Right. Okay.
So that's the reason.
This is another. This is the original, isn't
Original,
it?
yeah. Which means number 10 is I'm gonna get a lot of stick for this, and that is House of 1,000 Corpses. Now, one thing, it doesn't help that I haven't seen the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Second thing, I didn't like this house.
Okay.
It scared me, and not in a fun way.
Right.
I got jumped quite a few times. None of it made sense, but I haven't seen the movie, and I know the movie is proper weird.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I just didn't enjoy it that much. The scare actors really did scare the heck out of me. And I know that's the point of Halloween Horror Nights, but without the context of what the hell's going on,
Yeah.
I was just...
I remember last year there was a house. Was it a carnival one or something like that? Where they had a lot of variety of scare actors.
Yeah.
And it didn't really make any sort of sense.
This is very similar,
Right.
but I think it didn't help that I hadn't seen the film.
Yeah.
I did try and watch it before, I just didn't get around to it
Yeah.
in the end.
This was a I can't think of it. A Rob Zombie.
Rob
isn't it?
Zombie, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my list. I think we can maybe look at the scare zones.
Yes. Yeah, 'cause Rob Zombie had a scare zone as well, right?
Yeah, which was great fun,
Yeah.
but it wasn't amazing.
No.
It was mostly just like scantily clad women dancing, which was a bit like like I get it. It's kind of like Rob Zombie, fine, but it wasn't a scare zone.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've only been once, and when we went last year, I don't think any of the scare zones were particularly scary, and I don't know if they're meant to be. I guess they're not meant to be too scary, but yeah, none of them was sort of like really, really sort of terrifying.
No, and I would say the scare zones this year were not as good as last year.
Okay.
I guess I can quickly go through my top 5. Or I'll start from the bottom this time. I'd say the worst one was Vikings Undead.
Okay.
Some of the costumes were cool and there were some pretty sick things going on, but it just wasn't that interesting. To be honest, I didn't get scared. Wasn't very interesting. Most of the time, the scare actors didn't seem to really be there when I walked through. So I was just like, eh.
We noticed that a couple of times on ones that we went to last year, wasn't it? It was kind of there wasn't.
No,
they weren't around.
No.
I don't know whether we caught it in between shift changes or something.
Yeah, quite possibly. And then next would be Hellbilly Deluxe, which is the Rob Zombie one.
Okay.
It was cool hearing the album playing quite loudly. It's a good album, to be fair. But like Dracula, Living Dead Girl, Super Beast, that kind of stuff was really cool. But yeah, it was mostly just like women dressed up with like whips and things like that. There were a couple of monsters walking around that were and there was fire effects and stuff, which were cool. But I really enjoyed walking through it.
Yeah.
And I probably enjoyed walking through it more than the other zones because of the music.
And,
I just had to put that in there because of the music, and also the little robot man that was dancing by the car. He was incredible. he was really going for it. But like there were a lot of like guys just like standing there looking up, staring, and it's a bit like...
Bit of a creep.
Especially after a few beers, and
Yeah.
it's just like, come on. Have you never seen a lady before?
Yeah.
So
it made it feel a little bit awkward.
Yeah, it was just a bit...
A bit out of place.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just realising I'm reading an article on Inside the Magic, which I didn't write. So that was probably my fourth.
Okay, yeah.
Third would probably be Zombieland Double Tap.
Okay, yeah.
Fun zone. There's a really...
Is this based on the film?
Yes.
Yeah.
And people are going to be very upset by this, but I haven't seen either film.
I've not seen either of Zombieland films.
And I know that Zombieland's meant to be a great film.
Yeah,
I just missed.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching them.
Yeah.
Because the second one, they both look quite good. They both look like sort of a bit of a comedy horror film.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Yeah, because it was the second one is out now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was really fun. There was a toilet where you'd open it up, and it would just like shoot water at you, and people were doing that, like opening the portaloo and just be like, "Oh!" and just getting. And there were a lot of actors here that look very similar to what people would be wearing normally. So
Okay.
There was quite a few like surprise scares.
Yeah.
There was Charlie Chaplin just constantly like walking around like a zombie Charlie Chaplin twisting his stick round, which was quite funny. It was a really fun zone.
See, I think that's what when you can't notice who are the scare actors and who aren't, that's where you really get some scares.
Yeah.
Because like I remember when we were walking through one of them, it was like a vampires one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see who was the scare. You were like, oh, there's one right in front of you. I was like, where?
Yeah.
And then you get a scare because you don't expect them.
Exactly. So it was a really fun scare zone. My second would be Vanity Ball.
Okay.
I just think it's a really cool idea, like taking the Mickey out of Hollywood and how obsessed they are with plastic surgery.
Right.
So there'd be people walking around without faces. There'd be people walking around that it's like plastic surgery to the extreme by like sickos. So like and then there'd be like a runway where they would walk across it, and like you'd see all of the grotesque things that the surgeons and stuff had done.
Right.
And then it'd be occasionally surgeons walking around with like scissors coming up to you. Right. That was a lot of fun actually. It was where Chucky was last year.
Oh, okay. So around near sort of Terminator area.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And then the first one, again, nothing particularly scary, but just something that I'm interested in, was Anarch Aid.
Yeah. The setting. I saw pictures of this one. The setting looks amazing for this.
Yes. And for me, like, most of the theme for this year was 80s.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that says 80s, like neon, arcade. There were some cool people walking around with, like, neon weapons and things. But it was just a really cool area to walk through at night. Was
this one where they had the like hockey masks and then they had the neon eyes? They looked amazing, those masks.
They
looked awesome.
Yeah. The characters...
Did they have chainsaws a lot in that area? I'm trying to think. I saw a video of like a load of scare actors with chainsaws.
They were roaming around by The Simpsons.
Okay. Which I think they were last year as well.
They were, yeah. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I just had a lot of fun in just walking around. In
that one did look like amazing.
Yeah.
Like all the setting and all the scare actors. Just looked,
it was just really well
fitted
done.
in really well.
Yeah. So that's my top 5. Well, top 5, there are only 5. That's my 5 in order scare zones. Overall, just to finish, I absolutely loved Halloween Horror Nights this year. I preferred it last year, but that's not saying that this year was bad. It was excellent. I'm really looking forward to seeing what 2020 has to offer.
Yeah.
Given that
being
it's
the
30th. I hope they're going to go big. I'm sure they will. We'll certainly be keeping you updated with what the announcements are. Hopefully we get a chance to go to a Halloween Horror Nights media event next year, especially as when we are trying to get over there to see everything. So yeah, I'd say without any doubt in my mind, if you haven't done Halloween Horror Nights before, go. It is a fantastic event. It's incredibly busy. Get yourself an express pass.
Yeah.
They are expensive, but they are worth the money. And I'm going to come out and be honest, I didn't pay for mine.
Yeah.
Universal very kindly gifted me my express pass. However, actually I did pay for my first one.
What, first express?
My first express we did pay for, and then we got one for free.
Did you book it in advance?
Yes.
Because I think when we bought ours, we paid a lot of money for ours, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we paid for it on the day.
Yeah.
Whereas I think if you book in advance,
it's cheaper.
Slightly,
it's still expensive, but I would say, you're obviously very grateful for Universal for providing us with express passes on one of the nights. If that wasn't an option for me, and it wasn't for the various reasons for the first night, I would have bought express for both nights.
Yeah.
Because it is, I just don't want to queue in the heat. And even Ghostbusters in Express was still 20 minutes.
Right. Okay.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's 100% worth getting an Express pass.
Yeah, I think particularly if you're only there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's worth getting. Even if you just get it for the one night to make sure you get everything done.
Yeah, you can do all 10 houses in one night.
Yeah,
no problem.
I think that's worth it at least. Obviously, if you're there, if you've got like the unlimited pass, so you can go in as many times as you like.
Yeah.
Then you can spread it out over several nights, can't you? Obviously, if you're local.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not worth it, but for visiting guests that are only there for 2-3 nights, say.
Yeah.
At that even if you're just there for a night.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So on that note, thank you very much for listening to the show. I will say again, I know it's a bit weird hearing about Halloween on December the 23rd, but
people won't mind.
No,
people love Halloween. So.
Exactly. We've got a Christmas show coming out on Christmas Day. It's a special. Also, it's not next week's show. It's a completely special show. We will be having another episode out a couple of days before New Year. So until then, please do go and rate us 5 stars on iTunes and go and follow us on all of our socials. Just search for Theme Park Trader in your social platform of choice. And thank you very much for listening, and we will see you again next week. We'll see you again on Christmas.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.